Hello Gurukulians, Namaste to all. How are you? Hope you will be fine. Today I am once again in front of you for delivering a new lecture in 12th accountancy. We are discussing the third chapter, that is change in profit sharing ratio. So earlier we have discussed in this chapter the calculation of goodwill and accounting treatment of accumulated profits and losses. Now the next topic is accounting treatment on account of revaluation of assets and liabilities. So revaluation of assets and liabilities. At the time of change in profit sharing ratio, whenever partners decide to distribute profits or losses in some other ratio, the value of assets and liabilities are re-evaluated. It means whatever value of these assets and liabilities is shown in balance sheet, at current situation, at present, the value may be different, it may be more or less. So, we re-evaluate the value of all assets and liabilities, and for this purpose, we prepare an account that is called as revaluation account. Revaluation account is a nominal account, and rule of nominal account is debit all the expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So, on its debit side, we will record all expenses and losses. It means if the value of any asset decreases, it is a loss, so we will record to the debit. To decrease in assets. On the other hand, if value of asset is increasing means in the balance sheet value of particular asset is given, but at present its value is more than what is shown in balance sheet. So it is profit when asset value is increased, so it will be recorded to the credit. So by increase in assets. Second is liability. If the liability of a firm increases, it will a loss, it will increase the expense, we have to pay more amount, so that will be recorded to the debit. Increase in expenses. To increase in liabilities. If value of liabilities decreases, like creditors are to be paid rupees 2000 less, you no need to pay rupees 2000 to creditors, so it will reduce the liability. When liability is reduced, it will increase the profit. It is, you can say it is an income for us, so it will be recorded to the credit by decrease in liability. Sometimes we create a provision for bad and doubtful debts. So whenever partners decided that they have to create a provision at a fixed percentage, maybe 5%, 6% on bad and doubtful debts. So that is shown on the debit side of profit and loss, so it will reduce the profit. You can say it is an expense, so you will record to the debit. To provision for doubtful debts. New provision created. On the other hand, if the balance sheet shows excess provision, say in balance sheet provision for doubtful debts is rupees 1000, and now the partner decided that provision for doubtful should be only rupees 800. It means 200 provision is excess in the books, so it will be withdrawn, it will be returned. So it will increase the profits. That's why we will record to the credit by provision for doubtful debts. Excess provision returned. If any unrecorded asset is there which is not shown in books, so we will record, value of asset will increase, we will record to the credit by unrecorded assets. If there is any unrecorded liability, it means there is a liability which is not shown in books, which is not shown by balance sheet, but we have to pay the amount for it. So it will increase our expense. So we will record to the debit, to unrecorded or unforeseen liability. In this way, we will balance this account. If credit total is more, write the same total here and deduct all these items, it will be profit, to profit. So this will be profit on revaluation, and transfer this profit to partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. If there are two partners A and B, so distribute in A and B. On the other hand, if the debit total is more, write the same total here, deduct all these items, the balance will be loss. So this loss will also be distributed among the partners in their old ratio. So in this way, you will prepare revaluation account. Now, accounting treatment of revaluation profit or loss. Accounting treatment of revaluation profit or loss. So when this profit or loss on account of revaluation of assets and liability is recorded in books of accounts, there are two methods. First, when it is distributed among the partners. When the partner decide that they will distribute the profit on revaluation among themselves. So then this profit will be distributed in all the partners in old ratio. And for this, entry will be revaluation account debit to all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. If number of partners are 2 A and B, so 2 A is capital, 2 B is capital account. So in this way, you will record the profit on revaluation. And when you will prepare the capital accounts of partners, so you will record to the credit of A and B by revaluation account. In case of loss, this is the entry for profit. When there is loss, entry will be reverse. Entry on loss will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to revaluation account. This is the first alternate when it is distributed among the partners. Second, sometimes partners decide that instead of distributing this profit among the partners, they want to pass an adjustment entry. And when adjustment entry is passed, the revised value of assets and liabilities will not be shown in books. In first case, when it is distributed among the partners, whatever value of assets are changed, that will be recorded in new balance sheet. अब मान लीजिए कोई भी असेट है, फर्नीचर है, ओल्ड बैलेंस शीट में वो 30,000 था, नाउ इट इज इंक्रीज्ड बाय 10,000, तो इट बिकम 40,000, तो इन न्यू बैलेंस शीट इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड एज 40. कोई भी असेट जिसकी वैल्यू कम हुई है वो कम करेंगे, इंक्रीज हुई है तो ऐड करेंगे, एंड सेम थिंग इज अप्लाइड इन केस ऑफ लायबिलिटीज. बट इन दिस केस व्हेन एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री इज पास्ड, revised value will not be shown in books. Whatever value are shown in balance sheet, same value will be shown in the next balance sheet. Only the capital balances of partners will affect. So second case is when adjustment entry is passed for revaluation profit. Adjustment entry for revaluation profit will be same like as goodwill. First of all, we will calculate profit or loss on account of revaluation account, and then calculate sacrifices or gains, because you know old share of partners, new share. So by applying the formula sacrifices or gains, calculate the share, and in revaluation profit now calculate that amount, and entry will be debit the gaining partner, credit the sacrificing partner. So entry is gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partner capital account. In this way, we will pass an adjustment entry for profit on account of revaluation. So, to adjust or to record the profit or loss on revaluation, there are two alternates. First is when revised value is to be shown in the books, then we will transfer the profit on revaluation to partners capital account in old ratio. Entry will be revaluation account debit to all partners capital account in old ratio. Second is when revised values are not to be shown in books, so in such a case we pass an adjustment entry, and it will be gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. So we will understood this adjustment, this thing through an example. Let there are two partners A and B. They are distributing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. This is the old ratio. Now they have decided that they will share future profits in equal ratio, that is 1:1. It is new ratio. Balance sheet is given. See here, like cash 10,000, furniture 20,000, debtors 30,000, machinery 10,000, and stock, that is 15,000. So total is 5,368, 85,000. On liability side, creditors 20,000, bills payable 10,000, capitals A, B. The total should be 85. So deduct 30, it is 55. So 30,000, 25. So this will be given to you. This is the balance sheet, and some adjustments will be given. So you have to record these adjustments, and you also be given whether these adjustments, these changes take place in the value of assets and liabilities are to be recorded in the books or not. If these values are to be recorded in the books, in such a case, first we will prepare revaluation account. See, if an adjustment is given that furniture is increased by 2000, furniture की value 2000 रुपये से बढ़ गई. When value of asset increases, we will record to the credit. So you will write here by furniture 2000. Another adjustment is given, create a provision for doubtful debts at the rate of 5% on sundry debtors. So sundry debtors are 30,000, create 5% provision. So 5% of 30,000 will be 1500. So when new provision is created, you will record to the debit to provision for doubtful debts. 5% of 30,000, that is 1500. Next, you may be given that the creditors worth rupees 2000 no more required to be paid. क्रेडिटर्स में एक अमाउंट 2000 की है जिसको पे करने की जरूरत नहीं है, तो इट इज ए लाइबिलिटी. व्हेन लाइबिलिटी इज इन ये डिक्रीज्ड, इट इज ए प्रॉफिट, एंड प्रॉफिट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड टू द क्रेडिट. तो रिकॉर्ड हियर बाय क्रेडिटर्स 2000. और देयर मे बी अदर एडजस्टमेंट्स लाइक वैल्यू ऑफ मशीनरी इज इंक्रीज्ड बाय 10%. तो मशीनरी is of 10,000, तो 10% is 1,000 increase, it is an asset. When asset is increased, you will record to the credit to buy machinery. Uh, 10% of 15,000, machine 10,000, that is 1,000. To balance it, credit total is more, write here 5,000, write the same total here 5,000. Deduct 1500, that will be 3500. So this is the profit on revaluation. To profit transfer to partners capital account A, B, and this profit will be transferred to all partners capital account in their old ratio. Old ratio is 2:1. So distribute in 2:1. So in 2:1 it is not possible because it will not cut completely. So this ratio may be different, like 5:3. You may take is 3:2. Old ratio is 3:2. So it will be distributed between A and B in 3:2. So you will divide it by 5, that is 700 divided by multiply by 3, 2140. So this revaluation profit is distributed among the partners in old ratio. So A share will be 3500 into 3/5, B share is 3500 into 2/5. So in this way, revaluation account will be prepared. And when you have to record the journal entries for revaluation account, first entry will be this for this provision for doubtful debts. It is shown to the debit of revaluation account. Entry will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debts 1500. For credit items, you can pass a single entry. Here revaluation account is credited, so you will credit the revaluation account and remaining accounts will be debited. So entry for all these items will be furniture account debit 2000, creditors account debit 2000, machinery account debit 1000, to revaluation account 5000. And one more entry for profit on revaluation. So entry for this will be revaluation account debit to A's capital to B's capital. So this is the first case where revaluation profit is distributed among the partners. So in such a case, when you prepare the new balance sheet after all adjustments, so you will change these values. जैसे furniture is increased by 2000, so you will add in new balance sheet furniture will be 22,000. Creditors are decreased by 2000, so you will decrease 2000 from creditors, it will be 18,000. Machinery is increased by 1000, so you will add here. Machinery you will show 10,000. And provision is created for 1500. So in new balance sheet you will show debtors 30,000 less provision 1500. Remaining balance will be 28,500. And also when you will prepare capital accounts, these profit amounts will be recorded to the credit. So capital balance will also differ. So closing balances capital will be shown in the new balance sheet. So this is the first method when revised values are to be shown. Now second method is when revised value are not to be shown. So in such a case we need not prepare revaluation account. हम डायरेक्टली ही कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे लाइक प्रॉफिट ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन वैल्यू ऑफ फर्नीचर 2000, प्रॉफिट ड्यू टू डिक्रीज इन वैल्यू ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स 2000, प्रॉफिट ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ इंक्रीज इन द वैल्यू ऑफ मशीनरी 1000, एड लॉस ड्यू टू क्रिएशन ऑफ प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट्स 1500. तो टोटल 500 minus 1500, that will be 3500. So in this way you will calculate the profit on account of revaluation. And for this purpose, when revised value will not be recorded in books, we will pass an adjustment entry. So for adjustment entry we first calculate sacrifices or gains. Old ratio is, new ratio is. So sacrifices or gains is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. A, old ratio is 3/5 minus new share is 1/2. LCM 10, so 6 minus 5, that is 1/10. It means he is sacrificing. Answer is positive. B, old ratio is 2/5 minus new ratio is 1/total 10, so 4 minus 5, that is minus 1/10. It means he will give. Now calculate these shares 1/10 into revaluation profit, that is 3500. So A share will be 3500 into 1/10, 350. Same of B, 3500 revaluation profit into 1/10, that is 350. Now adjustment entry will be debit the gaining partner, that is B. So entry will be B's capital account debit to sacrificing partner is A. A's capital account. Amount is 350. Also write the narration. Adjustment entry for profit on revaluation. So in this way we have studied both the methods for recording profit or loss on account of revaluation. Today we will wound it, and in next chapter we will study the different adjustments. In the same question you will be given goodwill, you will be given accumulated profits and losses, you will be given the revaluation of assets and liabilities. Then in 8 marks questions you have to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, and a new balance sheet after all adjustments. So we will study it in the next lecture. So for today this is this much. Thank you. Have a nice day.